Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Roger and Badger. We're unscripted, unedited and uneducated. So we're on our way to poker. It's Tuesday the date 5th of someone. Oh yeah, because it was May the 4th be with you yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to start with that every year. Okay, so we've had a few. That's probably a backlash. We've had a few calls in. I wanted to address this one. The biggest thing I get asked in on the street by fans when we get stopped. Obviously, we get stopped a lot.
By the police.
I never touched it, ref.
Yeah, it was Rod.
Is our names? Is our names, because we're Roger and Badger. Now they are nicknames. They're not our real names. My name is Robert. Roger. Oh, it's not. It's Robert. It's Robert. I've also been called Bob, but then I chose the name Robert when I was younger. I was called Bob, and I thought, I'm going to change it, because as you grow up, you don't want a name that rhymes with knob. It just you got to draw the line somewhere. I just don't want.
Even with your Scottish ancestors.
Yeah. It's like you don't want a name that rhymes with a sexual part. It's murder for my cousin Magina. We've got so yeah, that's that. They call me Roger because my girlfriend is way out of my league, and I'm aware of this. She's not, but I am. But because she's like Jessica Rabbit, and I'm like Roger Rabbit in comparison. So that's why they call me Roger. Simple. It stuck one day. That was it. I was also dressed as Bunny, but we won't go into that. And Badger, do you want to describe, your actual name is?
When we used to take Joe to football, there used to be this man there, and he was like a Guile out of Street Fighter.
With the spiky hair.
With the spiky hair. But this was all
Sonic Boom.
This was all silver.
On you or him?
On him, and the top bit was black.
He sounds like the coolest man I've ever heard of.
And I said he looks like Badger. I said I always say, here comes Badger. So now I've got inklings of grey here and here, and now she's like, Badger, it's bedtime, Badger.
Come to bed, Badger. Oh, we're pre-watershed. Sorry, people.
Yeah, I know.
We'll edit that out later. It's all right.
That's how it came about, and now it's stuck. And now people at work call me Badger. And
it's evolved.
Yeah.
It's evolved, people.
What
about other nicknames as you were growing up? Did you have nicknames as a kid?
I was Ninja.
Ninja?
Ninja?
That's the greatest nickname ever. Ninja is up there with Ace and Spider. They're the top three nicknames.
I got beat up at school.
Not after he was a ninja. So he went to like
ninja school.
He went to Bruce Wayne, went to flipping
No, I was with my nan.
Ra's al Ghul's House of Pain.
Yeah, I was at my nan's, and I was in Hackney, deep dark Hackney, and I got beat up by these older kids. I was trying to get milk from my nan. So I come to school with a black eye and blah blah blah, and they were like, "Oh, what you been doing? You're looking a bit dangerous these days."
Dangerous Dan. No, that should have stuck. No, that should have stuck.
I was like a fat plump kid, and I was like, I'm a ninja. And they were like, what? Everyone was laughing. And everyone was laughing at me.
Well, so you was showing off. You was like, yeah, I'm a ninja.
I was like, yeah, don't mess with me, because I'm a ninja. Look what happens when you're a ninja. And then it kind of stuck. So what did they call you at school?
Well, Milky Bar Kid was the prominent one.
Okay.
Anything to do with glasses, really. There was the mind you, Milky Bar Kid was one of my heroes, because he did teach me that you can buy friends with chocolate. Very good premise. And what was the other one? Oh, later on in years when Harry Potter came out, it was Harry Potter. Can't remember any others. Obviously mine was called Bob and Rob and Robert and
Rob and Raz.
And now it's Roger. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think there was nothing more exciting than that, really. It was pretty boring, really.
Boring.
Yeah. No, I believe you had a call. You had a call.
We had a call.
We had a call from someone. I didn't take it.
Wanting to spark a debate.
Spark a debate. Yeah. We like a debate. I prefer it a heated debate. I do. So what's the question? Tell us, Danny.
The question is, how do you cure homosexuality?
Okay. Okay, I got a reverse question. Is it something that needs to be cured?
It depends how you look at it.
I don't think. Well, I don't think that's any way you can look at it, because I don't think.
I don't believe that. I think it's a normal phenomenon. I think you're born that way.
You think you're born
You don't
gay,
choose, yeah.
and eventually it comes out of you.
One way or another. Like, you might be with a girl first, and then you
realise that's not for you.
go on to guys.
Like, oh, I want to put something in it.
But it's not something that is. When you get older people, they're more expressive, and they say things that are more offensive because they believe it to be true. Like he was saying, how do you cure them? Do you like chemically castrate them?
Hold on a sec. Who was the question from?
This was from Simon, aka Jeff, in Runcorn.
Simon, aka Jeff. Which one was Jeff? Really?
And he was like, do you stone them to death like the good book says?
Is that what the good book says? We're talking about the Guinness World Record book, yeah?
So
what? No, that ain't true, is it? I mean, I've never read the Bible, but I mean, that can't be true.
I
surely.
wouldn't be surprised if it said it in there.
That anybody homosexual. Thing is, I watched a program, or you might have seen it, viewers, with Reggie Yates, and it was in Russia, and he was saying that in Russia it's almost illegal to be gay. So gays have to hide their sexuality. They can't even be seen kissing, obviously, holding hands with another man. Even if you're dressed a little bit femininely, you get prosecuted, and people will beat you up in the street. And that I've never been patriotic in any way, shape or form. I don't support the England football team. I think they're all rich idiots. And I don't think they appreciate life. I've never been one to St George's Day, yay! I've never been like that.
You're not that
but
right.
that program made me think, you know what, I'm proud that people that are different can walk the streets and not be prosecuted, and not be like shouted at and beaten and kicked and all this sort of stuff, and don't have to hide and live like in behind the scenes. That made me proud. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I've seen Brokeback Mountain, and I thought it was a good film, but I don't think them films make people gay. I think that when you're I think like you're born with it, and eventually you realise
One way or another.
yeah, you're shown normality, maybe you have a girlfriend, and then it just comes out of you, and that's who you are. I do find it strange that gays all kind of speak the same in that kind of high-pitched voice. Where does that come from?
What, the campus?
Yeah.
But that comes from if you're the female gay. If you're the lady gay, the woman one.
Right, okay. Are we borderline now? Are we
Well, the woman one is the submissive one.
One's the picture and one's the catcher.
Yeah, the male one, the one that looks like a man and dresses like a man. I'm talking more like lesbians now.
Yeah, butch lesbians. Yeah.
That's the dad in the relationship. That's the dominant.
Other lesbians are available. Yeah. It's a good question. Thank you, Jeff. I mean, it sparked a little bit of a debate. This is one that's going to be debated till the cows come home.
So who was the first gay person you met and you were like, you don't say subjected to them, but you realised they were gay and you were like, do I like you, do I not like you?
I think the first one that I was that I realised who was gay was when my cousin, who was straight, I was very young at the time, he was straight, and then I remember my mum or dad telling me that he'd come out as gay, and I remember not really understanding what that meant.
Yeah.
And it didn't make any difference to me. I never thought any differently about him or anything like that. And when I saw him, because me and my brothers are working class, are fucking hell, Lou, sell you a fucking car without you knowing it, sort of thing. He said to us, he was worried about us, what we think of him.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
And if anything, we took it better than most people, I think. I don't think we even batted an eyelid.
It doesn't matter.
But that's what I mean. It didn't matter to us.
Like the first time when I realised, I was working at my dad's shop and I was like 15, 16, I was still at school. And he had a guy there, the manager, Robert, like an Irish guy. He's really funny and he's really nice. And I really liked him. I thought he was a nice person. And my dad said to me, "Do you realise he's gay?" And I thought, well, that means I'm not supposed to like him, I think. But I think he's really nice, and I don't really care whether he's gay or not. And since then,
It's a generation thing.
that was my kind of like open my eyes to what like prejudice is, but it don't matter to me.
But just
It
because
doesn't mean
you were told
prejudice to
that
me.
doesn't make you.
Yeah, it didn't mean
Yeah.
anything to me. I couldn't care less. As long as I could still speak to him and like see him the next day and he'd be friendly towards me, then I couldn't care less. But I was young, so I think being.
So when you're
subjected
young,
to
you're
that-
impressionable, aren't you?
Yeah, but you form your own judgments based on what you feel. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
that depends though, because if your dad, I mean, I remember when I went home once from school, and this is not related to that sort of thing. I went home and my dad said to me, "Come on, we're going to watch the Arsenal play tonight." And I said, "I don't really want to. I'm a Man United fan." And he gave me a clip round the ear and said, "No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not." So he definitely, for some things, that was very important to my dad, and that's the day I realised what loyalty was. Because as a kid, I just
something that is
supported.
given
I
to
just
you,
supported the
your
team that
football
my best mates supported. It didn't mean anything to me. Like I didn't
that's-
watch football. I didn't anything like that. And as soon as I said that to my dad, I realised how important it is to. And I've been
It's
a
life
gooner
and
ever since. Yeah.
Life and death, mate.
Yeah.
It's something.
Well, it is.
You don't choose it. For me, it's not something you choose unless you're not shown the way. Like
It's
something-
handed to you.
It's hereditary. Your football team.
Yeah,
You
it's-
support.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you, Jeff, for that all-inspiring question. The tone of this episode is a little bit, it's a little bit serious, a little bit lacking in fun, but we just offer the truth. That's what we offer. We offer our honest opinions, no matter what. We're not, as I said before, we're not edited, we're not scripted. This is just Roger and Badger having a chat. So, yeah, I think that's a good episode. That's the second episode. Again, if you want to follow us or subscribe or whatever, I'm sure that we'll have maybe put some numbers or something here. I don't know, 999 or something.
Yeah.
Put some-
Helpline numbers.
Yeah, lottery numbers maybe. Yeah, I mean, apart from that, I think that's a good episode. Thank you for watching. They will only get better with time. If you want us to comment or ask us a question, please put a comment below and we'll answer your questions. So, and you'll give you a shout out and all that sort of stuff. If you've got a birthday or anything like that, then
After party.
give us a shout after party. Oh yeah, Roger and Badger likes the party. Right, apart from that, I think that's episode 2 done. Wrap it up, Johnny, we're done. So this is goodbye from me,
Goodbye from me.
and we shall see you soon. And scene.